12 huge home and away spoilers for next week. What's next in Summer Bay? Next week on Home and Away, Irene's loved ones grow increasingly concerned after she broke her sobriety by drinking, as she struggled to cope with the truth about Bronte. Meanwhile, as cash chases are led over Franklin's murder, Marley receives a menacing warning and the search is on for Dingo. Elsewhere, it's make or break for two Summer Bay relationships, while Harper faces a crisis. Here's our collection of 12 huge spoilers. 1. John supports struggling Irene. Irene cuts herself on a broken whiskey bottle but orders John to leave. John is worried about his friend and won't be deterred, cooking Irene dinner and staying the night. John sticks by Irene's side as the Coastal News article comes out. Irene admits she feels like a real drink, and John offers to take her to an AA meeting. Irene agrees so long as no one finds out. John promises not to tell anyone. 2. Cash follows a lead on Franklin's murder. Cash examines the wildlife footage from the night of Franklin's murder, spotting the blood and sand tattoo visible on the driver's forearm. Panicking, Dingo asks Rory if Cash's sister Felicity knows something. Rory suggests they head back to her place, where he and Cash face off over the case. Rory reports to Dingo that the cops aren't giving up, so they need to go to them. 3. Marley receives a warning from Dingo. Rory and Dingo turn up at the station, and Cash takes Dingo in alone, commenting on his nice ink. Dingo gives little away in his interview, and Rory later assures him that the cops have nothing on them without evidence of the body in the back seat. Sheepish Dingo is forced to admit he held onto a souvenir Franklin's police badge. Rory orders him to get rid of it immediately. To do this, menacing Dingo hands Marley a locked bag, saying that Marley owes them. 4. Bree has doubts about Remy. Remy suggests it's time they went public. Bree is reluctant, but they're interrupted by Kirby returning the sunglasses. Bree and Remy lie that he lent Bree a book, but suspicious Kirby tricks Theo into confirming the truth. Theo swears Kirby to secrecy. Kirby lets slip that she knows about the couple. Remy is relieved, but Bree's bothered by how quickly he confirmed the rumor. Is she having second thoughts? 5. Pregnant Harper faints in front of Tane. Harper hears Theo venting to John about keeping secrets and tries to tell Tane about the baby, but she can't pull Tane's attention away from Perry. Harper tries to leave, but Tane realizes she has more to say. Before he can get to the truth, Harper faints in front of Tane, leaving him concerned. Later, Harper confides in Dana her reluctance to break the pregnancy news. Tane desperately wants to be a dad, so she fears she'll lose control over what happens next. Supportive Dana assures Harper her secret is safe. 6. Irene snaps at Leah. They're taken aback when Irene pours herself a generous glass of wine and goes in for seconds, claiming it's time to stop punishing herself. Leah criticizes Irene's drinking, while Marilyn reminds her to be supportive. Irene yells at Leah and tells her to shut up. She insists she has changed and is well enough to drink again. 7. Bree and Remy reach an understanding. Bree and Remy struggle to discuss their newly public relationship, and Remy wants Bree to admit she's having second thoughts. She shuts him down, and when Bree tries to sneak past Xander, his prying leads her to admit she fought with Remy, but they're not exes anymore. Remy vents to Theo, who muses about history repeating itself. Bree and Remy finally talk it out, and he admits he wants the world to know they're together. Bree is scared they won't work out if they don't remain private, but admits that all she wants is a future with Remy and he wants that, too. 8. Xander and Dana make a decision. Xander sets up a romantic dinner for a touched Dana, although she's annoyed, as is supposed to be resting. Xander thinks Dana only got back together with him because of the accident, so he suggests they shouldn't be together for the wrong reasons. Dana decompresses over drinks with Irene, before tipsily returning to argue her case. Xander's having none of it. Once they've cooled off, Dana explains that while the accident gave them a reason to reunite, it's not what's keeping them together. Dana wants to be with him, and Xander wants the same. 9. Tane makes Perry an offer. Tane encourages Perry to think about returning to school. Instead, Perry wants to work for the gym. Tane agrees if Perry writes a cover letter. As Tane pushes him on the task, he realizes Perry's struggling with reading and writing. Tane offers Perry the job outright, no cover letter necessary. 10. Levi is consumed by guilt. Levi questioning whether they deserve to be happy after the controversial way that they got together. Mac tries to reassure Levi as his guilt overwhelms him. She thinks they deserve to be happy, despite what brought them together. Levi is haunted by what he did, while Mac is disappointed that after 2 weeks away, this is the welcome home she's received. Levi visits Mac at work to apologize for their argument. Mac reminds Levi that he just needs time to heal. 11. Felicity uncovers Cash's meddling. Cash feigns indifference over Rory's presence in the house, but things are tense whenever they're face to face. Cash asks Eden to distract Felicity from Rory while he's caught up in the search for Dingo, but Felicity wants an afternoon with Rory. She caves under Eden's pleas, and Eden confronts her over the intensity of her relationship with Rory. Felicity tries to ditch Eden for alone time with Rory, but when Eden pushes back, Felicity realizes Cash put her up to spending time with her. 12. Dingo is arrested for murder. Marley considers telling Cash about the locked bag but instead reaches out to Tane, who tries and fails to break through the lock. Marley urges Tane to forget it. Later, Marley breaks open Dingo's locked bag, finding a bloodied, towel-wrapped crowbar and a police badge belonging to Franklin. Sickened, Marley tells Rory he wants nothing to do with it. Rory is furious with Dingo for not getting rid of the bag and hits him. Meanwhile, Franklin's blood is found in Dingo's car boot. Cash and Rose start a search, but she's concerned Cash is too close to the case. Marley heads to Mangrove River to return Dingo's souvenirs, just as the police turn up with a search warrant. This leaves Rose wondering why Marley is with the River Boys. Dingo tries to make a run for it, but Cash and Rose finally arrest him on suspicion of murder.
Các bạn vừa theo dõi một sản phẩm của Home and Away Spoiler Today. Xin chào.